we're back again, guys, for like the third stream in about a couple of hours. But although, actually, I say that one of the other streams has obviously been made private now. So, but if you are new, well, g'day, guys and girls. Welcome back to another live stream on the YouTube channel. So we're gonna, I think we're next. I don't know how long we're gonna go for here, but next little bit, we're just gonna basically keep going with the breaking point. I was actually curious to know how many chapters there were in the whole Breaking Point story. Apparently there's 17, and I'm only on chapter 6, so I think I might need to get through a few of these chapters very quickly. Well, not quickly, but I mean, if I want to have a chance before the F122 game comes out. But we did leave it at the end of chapter 6. Obviously, if you're new to the series as well, we're in the Haas team. Obviously, ourselves, Aiden Jackson, with veteran Kasper Ackerman. We left it at Mexico. Obviously, there was a bit of a beef in Barney. You could probably tell from what happened with the chapter 6. You can see, I'll read it again. Disaster. With nearly the driver winning to seat the position, Jackson and Ackerman made contact heading into turn 1. Both cars sustained terminal damage, ending the race for the Haas pair and shattering the team's dream of securing a top 5 position in the Constructors' Championship. Actually, we'll just play the whole thing again. Why not?
We've invested millions in you two. Millions. And look at you both. Acting like a couple of school kids. You've got a lot to prove this year, boy. And you're swanning around like butter wouldn't melt. And as for you, you should know better. I'm disgusted. You should both be ashamed.
Brian,
Not a word. Not a single word. I should fire you both right here and now. You've screwed our chances this season. The team is bigger than you two and your petty squabbles. Grow up! Any more, and you're both out. Do you hear me? I'll finish the season behind the wheel myself if I have to. Both of you, get out.
Go away.
Hey.
Hey.
So, what did he say?
Threaten to fire both of us.
He won't.
That's not the point.
I'll just leave you be.
Is Lily okay? Does she know I'm safe?
Yeah, she saw you climb out. She's fine. I left her with your mother.
Okay, good.
You've survived worse, you know?
Doesn't make it any easier.
Maybe not, but you're not hurt. And you have a family who love you. The rest are just details. I'll see you later.
Yeah, okay, so that is how we left it. We got an absolute pasting from Brian, and we probably would have got an absolute hounding absolutely slaughtered actually from Gunter, which we've already read these emails to say the least. So I mean, you can check out the last video anyway, the last live stream anyway. We met, I think, Casper's wife, and that's on the left hand side there. You can see in the picture the young daughter Lily. But well, anyway, we move on to next season. I think this takes us into 2021, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go. Alrighty. Here's Chapter 7. It's 2021, a new season and the possibility of a fresh start for Casper Ackerman and Haas. Following the unceremonious end to the team's chances in the 2020 season, both driver and team are looking to deliver a strong start at the season opener in Melbourne. So we're in Q3 of the Australian Grand Prix.
The season of Formula One racing is upon us. Some teams confident following pre-season, whilst others still looking for answers. Let's see what the future holds for them as qualifying gets underway here in Melbourne. So, Aidan Jackson in line, still hopeful that the youngster can secure a decent position. Let's see how he gets on here. Teammate Casper Ackerman didn't make it through to Q3, narrowly missing out by just
13 milliseconds. You did all you could. If I went out second today, I would have those 13 milliseconds back, no problem. Why do they keep sending me out first?
11th isn't the end of the world, Casper. You'll make those places back.
Yeah, for sure. I shouldn't have to.
Okay, so not an ideal start by the sound of things. What do we got? Grand Prix season, bring on the speed. What's in a name? Obviously with all the changes. Oh, hello. We got our first phone call. I think we're still on Casper's side. Zoe. This must be the wife.
Zoe, hey.
Morning, Daddy.
Lily.
Oh, no.
You know it's not morning where Daddy is, right?
Mummy says you're on the other side of the world.
And that's right. Daddy is in Australia. I'm upside down.
Then why don't the cars fall off?
Mommy can explain that. Can I speak to her?
Don't fall off, Daddy.
I won't, Lily. Promise.
Hey, qualifying not so good, huh?
And they sent me out first.
Again?
Yeah.
Well, some of your best races were coming from midfield.
Yeah?
Yeah. Besides, I thought you loved a challenge. Lils, off the table. Now. It's breakfast time. I should go.
Sure.
You'll be great. You always are. Love ya.
Love you too.
Okay, so Zoe's the Casper's wife, and obviously we know Lily, the daughter. Obviously got a few new posts. I've mentioned this before. You can just pause the video and look through back if you of all the social stuff. All right, let's have a look. Just a quick message to wish everyone. Can I zoom in? That's better. Well, for the new season, we've put more prep work in this season than any I can remember. Now's the time to make all our hard work pay off. You're all on the team for a reason. I'm delighted to work with you, each and every one of you. Good luck, team. Let's do this. Considering what happened with Haas in real life in F1 2021, it's completely different. Lois Sutton. Just to make you aware that the Mexico incident from last season is being referred to occasionally in the press wherever Haas are mentioned. Brian did a good positive interview for us, and this is the kind of attitude we want to push moving forwards. Give it a read if you can. New season is a new opportunity for us to show Haas in a positive light. Good luck all. Okay, the weather forecast. Not that we were expecting anything different. It's looking like a nice clear weekend. Perfect racing conditions. As always, the full race report is attached. There we go. A little bit overcast, but not too bad. Hey, Lucas. Hey, Casper, let me know when you're free for coffee. I'll be around at most of the races, and I promise to turn my journo brain off. Can't wait to catch up. Lucas. Of course, Lucas Weber, of course, was in the last sort of story mode back in 2019, I want to say. So you can see there, former F1 driver, sports contributor now of wherever he is these days. But, all right, let's go to the race. Don't worry. Mid-race, with tensions from last year looking set to continue into this season, Casper Ackerman pushes onwards during the inaugural race of the 2021 Championship.
Something's not right.
Understood, Casper. We're on it.
It's the gear box.
Oh,
I lost the gear.
lost the gear.
Push on, Casper. We're assessing. Just push on best you can.
That's right.
Righto. Oh, we've lost 7th gear, I think. great. We've got to finish the race.
Right, we've looked at the gearbox issue, but I'm afraid there's nothing we can do. Try and drive around it, we'll just have to hope for the best. Remember that you have a lot of torque in these power units, so you should be able to stay in higher gears for a lot of the lap.
And we lose 7th gear. Not ideal, to say the least. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Definitely not ideal when you've got most of these corners are 7th gear. This ride I'm going to lose more gears.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Now we're in full 2021 mode. Be fun to go through 8th gear.
Gap ahead is 1.9
From 6th to 8th.
seconds.
Or 8th back to 6th. Right, there we go. Fernando next. Get up to teammate Aiden Jackson. That's about probably as far as we can get with this gearbox issue. First time racing Fernando this season. We can try and fight.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Turn. Cutscene, is there?
Okay, you're in the top 10.
No, obviously not. dare say, the last bit of action we have, unless these guys are battling ahead, both Danny Rick and Charles Leclerc. Probably at least half that margin, but that's about it. It sounds horrible when you get from 6 to 8. Just the engine dies. Keeping it in overtake.
This is your final lap of the race.
As soon as we shift up to 8th gear, you can see the difference in the times. It just takes a dive. Verstappen wins. Just leave it in 6th gear all the way to the line. We'll get P8.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
We've witnessed some great battles on the streets of Melbourne today, and they've taken a fantastic win. Well, what's happened there to Casper Ackerman? Still managed to finish, but that's got to be frustrating out.
Yeah, looks like maybe it was a gearbox fault, which is always a blow for the driver. Ackerman won't be happy, but I'd say he's done very well in the circumstances.
Well, this isn't the start he would have wanted after last season, so things pick up for him. The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team.
Bad luck out there today. Let's talk about it.
Oh, this could get interesting.
So, not a great race out there for you today, Casper. Can you talk us through what happened?
Which way do I go here? No comment. Clearly an issue with the gearbox. I'm sure the team are already working on it. Or I'm angry to have all that preparation focus wasted by a vehicle fault. I mean, probably you want to piss off the team, you'd be heading to the right side, but I think I'll go downwards.
Well, it was clearly an issue with the gearbox. Not a great place to be as a driver, but we'll work on it, I'm sure.
Well, despite obvious vehicle difficulty, you still managed to finish. How hard is it to bring it over the line when facing such issues?
You need to concentrate on the problem at hand and hope for the best, or it's difficult when all you want to do is compete, but there's nothing you can do about it. Ew. I'll go the right one.
Impossible. You have the race going on around you, and all you want to do is compete. Your adrenaline is up, but there's nothing you can do about it. What else can I say?
While it's an unfortunate start to this season, last season was muddied by a tense relationship with your teammate. how are things now with you and Aiden?
Now, this was last season. I don't like to look back, only forward. No comment again. Well, let's just say the gearbox fault probably wouldn't have happened in Aiden's car. Again, that probably would have pissed off the team, but we'll go with this.
That was last season. It's no secret that Aiden and I had a few run-ins. But that's the risk when you put two drivers together for the first time. I don't like to look back, only forward. I'm sure he's learned a lot, and we'll see what happens this season.
Great. Well, that's everything.
I think they went pretty well. So much for a fresh start. Mechanical issues hamstring Ackerman at the Australian Grand Prix. His bad luck from the previous season continues post-race. Already got that on the news. Problems for Ackerman down under. The gearbox fault hinders Casper's performance. Unfortunate then if Haas driver. All that sort of stuff there. 11th on the grid. You can all read through that. Good old Devon, nothing new. I think that's pretty much it. Right, let's look at a quick look at the socials. Again, you can pause the video if you want to have a look through the actual tweets themselves. What do we got email-wise? Let's have a look. Whoops. Get back in that folder. Jeff, Casper, great work on salvaging some points from a frustrating situation. We're all as annoyed as you are about the gearbox. Rest assured we're investigating what went wrong and we'll work hard to make sure it doesn't happen again. We'll see you in the debrief. Brian. Casper, Jess probably contacted you, but we're looking into that gearbox. The team is all over it. See you at the debrief. And what's this? Butler, Lucas Weber. I take it you saw the interview with Butler. He's just trying to wind you up. Man's a troll. Just ignore him and hope he moves on. Good idea. Look back at this again. Okay, that would probably explain a lot. I've understood that now. Alright, we'll move on to the next chapter. What do we got? Chapter 8. Looking to bounce back after the frustrations of the Australian Grand Prix, Casper Ackerman and Haas are eager to find stability in Sakhir. But as the race goes on, it becomes clear that his tyre wear is reaching critical levels. Where are we going to go mid-race? Oh, come on, puncture. Oh!
Losing grip.
Understood. Can you box next lap, Casper? Box next lap.
No, ready to come in now. It's quite bad.
We've got Aiden coming in now. Just hold out one more lap, please, Casper.
Is there a lap down?
Yes, he's on a different strategy though.
Haven't I got priority?
He's boxing now. Please hold off, Casper.
Fine.
Oh boy.
Nope. I'm all over the place here. Coming in now. Must have been pretty urgent for Aiden, huh?
Please be patient, Casper.
Goes another piece. And another. Okay, let's go, let's go.
Alright.
Okay, that wasn't ideal. Let's see if you can get a few places back, please, Casper.
I'm on it.
Alright, here we go. Regain your lost positions and finish in 8th or above. Bloody hell, I can't even see. Bit of lap traffic in here as well. Don't like this corner at all. Just catching up to Yuki Tsunoda. Yuki gets out of the way. Lovely stuff. Right, Fernando's first one and came off the rank.
Okay, the gap behind is 6.1
Devon's behind
seconds.
in like 13th. That's a good sign. Oh, this is going to be awkward because Kimmy's there as well. Oh, you good, Fernando. Kimmy, out of the way, please.
Okay,
Thank you.
good work. Great pass.
G'day to everybody in the chat who's watching this back, or either watching it live. How are we all? If you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel and turn on bell notifications so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos or live streams. Or you can go check out my social channels if you are indeed on social media.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Not too far away from getting 250 subs, so it would really mean a lot. Go on Danny Rick. Do another send here.
You're in the top
Extra
10 now.
DRS as
Keep it
well.
up.
Aiden, get out of the way. Don't understand why the team pitted him when he's a lap down in 18. A bit of a group here. We've got Vettel, Ocon and Perez. We're on the fresher rubber. Done on Seb. Esteban Ocon. Up the inside, we should get DRS as well. We do. I think we'll get Checo this straight. At least it'll be the next straight. Might be the next straight, I'm not sure. So get a bit of drive out of here. Doubtful we'll get to Carlos Sainz there in 5th.
Our gap to the car in front is 7.0 seconds. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1 minute 29.4.
4 tenths off the fastest lap. I'll have a crack, but I mean, I doubt I'll get it. bit.
This is your final lap of the race. The gap to the car ahead is 2.9 seconds.
Bottas has won the Bahrain Grand Prix. We are closing in to Carlos Sainz, but we needed another lap to catch him for the top 5. But fireworks are going nuts here. Good recovery, I think, to P6. Not bad.
All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
An interesting little encounter between Ackerman and Jackson in the pit lane, and might that cause more friction behind the scenes?
Ackerman sounded pretty angry on the radio, didn't he? Told to box the next lap, but he came in anyway. That's not the decision of a man thinking clearly. Is he bringing his personal grievances onto the track? I think he could be.
They denied each other a significant number of points last season, and if today's anything to go by, those issues look like continuing. And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
I mean, Casper got some points, to say the least, and was 6th place, but see, Aiden was down in 18th, so we'll be questioning a little bit why they pitted Casper when he's a lap down, like you heard. Sorry, Aiden, I should say.
So that was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours.
There we go.
Congratulations on a tough race today, Casper. To all of us watching, it seemed as if there was some sort of clash in pitting strategy. Can you talk us through it?
Well, these things happen. It was a calculated risk, but I pulled it back and we finished the race. Well, team strategy was wrong, so I called it. Again, I'm probably more focused on the left side.
But these things happen. I felt the tires begin to go off and realized I needed to come in. It was a calculated risk. There's not much else to say. I pulled it back and finished the race, so no harm done.
So the problem we all witnessed today was a team call, and not a sign of continuing tensions again this season between you and Aiden Jackson.
It would come up again. We're professionals, I'm sure we'll work through it, or today was just an issue with two competing strategies that caused an unfortunate clash. See, this seems like a tricky one, but I feel like the left side's the better one.
As I'm sure it's obvious to everyone here. Aiden and I have never really seen eye to eye, which causes some tension. But we're also professionals, so it shouldn't get in the way of our performance. I'm sure we'll work through it. Why do you ask?
Well, you seemed angry on the radio with your team. People are asking if that's an indicator of a deeper issue behind the scenes. What would you say to that?
Because the usual no comment down the bottom. I'm angry the team is working at peak efficiency. That would be real downer for the team morale was just adrenaline. I can't even remember what I said. I think that'll be the ideal one.
No, there's nothing to be concerned about. It's just adrenaline. You're in the middle of the race, you get hot. I can't even remember what I said. If it was, you know, colorful, then I'm sure we'll all be laughing about it later.
Appreciate your time.
I think we got away with that well. Well, the incident in the pits may have cost Ackerman some places. He managed to claw them back and deliver a respectable finish for himself and Haas at the Bahrain Grand Prix. Yeah, I'd say 6 to be alright.
I just don't get it, so he gets to pit ahead of me. And they give his car the only new power unit last season. And he gets to go out behind me in qualifying. This kid is the new #1 driver.
I don't believe that to be true.
But then why does he get paid more?
You're still upset about that.
No. Well, I don't know, maybe. Just wish I never found out.
It's not the money, though, is it?
I'm old.
You're not old.
Not this again. I am old. For a driver, I'm old.
Come on, this is your last season. You said you'd make it count.
I still need to tell them.
I know you.
Soon.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, forget about Jackson.
Okay.
And stop playing the victim. It doesn't suit you.
All right, okay.
It's Zanvort next, remember? Everyone's gonna be rooting for you. Be the guy they love. And hey.
What?
Be the guy I love.
That's cute. Did you come up with that yourself?
I'm a natural born charmer.
Verstappen's got nothing on me.
You had to ruin it.
Awkward one there, Casper. Come on. Strategy struggles at Haas, but Ackerman continues to come out on top. Yeah, we'll be able to read all that. Boxing. Unfortunate oversight of the Bahrain Grand Prix today for Haas, which left the senior driver struggling to find form. Boxing ahead of schedule for a tyre change. Casper Ackerman was left waiting in the wings whilst pitting. Priority went to his junior teammate Aiden Jackson. Luckily, Ackerman managed to brush off the incident, pick up the pace, and earn a respectable finish ahead of his younger teammate. Was this a one-off clash in strategy, an unfortunate mistake of timing, or shades of last season's problems surfacing once again at Haas, which should still remain around the duo? And all that good stuff there. The old man Ackerman. How many lapses could the Dutchman afford? Much has already been said about the pit stop blunder at Haas, but it was not Ackerman's agreed time to box. These kinds of lapses in judgment had fueled to discussions about whether or not the once-named Flying Dutchman has much gas left in the tank. Are his best races in the rearview mirror? In a sport where the difference between winning and losing an entire championship can rest on just a fraction of a second, there simply isn't enough room for the kinds of errors we see Ackerman making. With the teammate clearly causing him problems, maybe now is the time for him to consider walking away once and for all. We even heard then as well that the possibility he might be leaving the team. Or retiring, whichever way you want to put it. So, what do we got here? Gunter. I know that it was frustrating for you today, Casper, but I really appreciate you doing your best to play it down for the cameras afterwards. It was challenging for everyone involved, but these things happen. Brian, Casper, debrief's been moved back half an hour. We'll go over what went wrong in the tyre strategy. See you there. And Lois. So that clip from the team radio is doing the rounds. The press love that must have been pretty urgent for Aiden line, and Haas is trending for all the wrong reasons. Hashtag there goes another place is gaining traction too. We don't want people to bring up Mexico again. We waited a long time for that to die down. It's not a great look for the team, but I'm here to help us manage it. Just give me a call if you need me. All right, well, we'll move on to the next chapter. Chapter 9. Be the home Grand Prix. Mechanical failures and team strategy frustrations have impacted Ackerman's early races this season. With the grid now heading to Zanvort in Ackerman's native country of the Netherlands, he hopes that a return home will be the panacea to his recent struggles. I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyway. Verstappen and Ackerman weigh in. Oh, we've got a call coming through from Zoe.
Zoe.
Daddy!
Hey, Lils. What have you been doing today?
I drew a picture.
Yeah? What's it a picture of?
It's a secret.
Okay. Well, maybe you'll show it to me later.
Maybe. Will you win today, Daddy?
I hope so, Lils. Hey, can I ask you a question?
What's the question?
Who's your favorite racing driver?
You are.
Yeah, just checking. Can I speak to Mommy now?
No.
Okay.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, Lily.
Oh, you gotta love daughters, don't you? Anyway, obviously, the home Grand Prix, it's a special one. What have we got? Zanvort history. Like I said, you can pause the video and read it yourselves if you want to. I'm trying to get through this as quick as I can. Save for all the socials. There's old Devin Butler again. Being a pain. He hasn't been a pain in the ass of late, which is probably a good thing, but we'll see. All right. Zanvort, Jeff. Zanvort is narrow, full of elevation changes, has some extremely steep camber, particularly around the final corner. Look out for turn 11. It's quite blind and very tight. Miss your braking point there, you'll lose a lot of time in the runoff. When you need to get a pass done, follow as close as you can through the final turn and make a good use of your overtake button. Have fun out there. With Lois. Casper, that interview you did with Morgan West has gone out. It can be a little bit tricky when he wants to be, but he did a great job. I think he came across really well. Lots of talk about you and Verstappen this weekend in the local press, especially. Whatever the result, be as gracious as you can about it, and you can't go wrong. And then Zoe. Hey, I know you like to keep on top of your emails, so figured I'd leave you a little good luck message. Enjoy it out there today, Cass. It'll be great to have you home tonight. If it goes well, we can celebrate. If it doesn't, well, home is the best place to be. Either way, I can't wait. Lots of love. She's an environmental consultant. Anyway, let's get to the race. I assume we're doing the full race. We'll find out. Race day. With family in the crowd, Casper Ackerman looks to a familiar track to turn around his fortunes. We might be doing a full track. Here we go.
It's time to go racing once again here at Zanvort as we get underway for the Dutch Grand Prix. Zanvort circuit then, 14 corners, 10 to the right and 4 to the left, with plenty of steep camber and elevation changes to keep our drivers on their toes throughout the 2.6 mile lap. And watch out for cars making use of the DRS zone into turn 1 to try and overtake. And so here we are, Zanvort. If there's one thing you can guarantee, it's the incredible atmosphere these Dutch fans provide. The sea of orange shirts as much a part of the Grand Prix as the track itself. Max Verstappen, always a home favourite, but in the midfield, all eyes on Haas's Casper Ackerman. He'll be looking to turn around a poor patch of form, and what better time to do it than right here, in front of his home crowd. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Leclerc, Sergio Perez, and Bottas, Sainz, Ackerman, Fernando Alonso, and Daniel Ricciardo, Stroll, Jackson, Esteban Ocon, and Vettel, Butler, Russell, Antonio Giovinazzi, and Yuki Tsunoda. Gasly and Kimi Raikkonen finishes off the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
The crowd's all behind you today, Cass. Let's use that momentum and see what you can do out there.
All right, so Casper Ackerman's home Grand Prix, along with Max Verstappen's home Grand Prix. Max starting from, obviously, from pole position, Casper starting from 8th. Oh, interesting. Mediums to softs, really? Can we allowed to check the race director? Oh. Doesn't really help the cause, but why you got to do poor old Kimmy? He's down in 20th again. Teammate Aiden Jackson is in 12th and Devon's in 15th. Not that we care much about him, but oh well, we might as well try. Do the opposite strategy. I assume everybody else is doing it. Oh, better not underfill the car. Make sure that's right. We put a setup on for this one. Being a Dutchie, better do the Dutchie setup. Mr. VSR Duncan, this sort of helped me out with the Dutch victory that I had back in race spec. So let's see what we can do. Don't think there's any formation lap. Yeah, everyone's on mediums. Okay, fair enough. Finish on the podium. Charles, move. Definitely helped the teammate. Charles, sorry to say, party people out of the way for this one. Probably didn't need to do that, but it was necessary. Carlos Sainz. Ferrari laps today. Really want to fight. Go around the outside. Not quite. I wonder what would have happened if we started on softs, or whether we would have been able to change the softs. But anyway. Held up by Lando Norris here. A bit of a train. Offside, Valtteri.
Nice move. Good job.
Hang on, we haven't done it yet. Okay, now you can talk. God, look at the run. Can we use a flash? I think we'll use a flashback for this one. Apparently you can get damage. Checo. Here. Lock up there for Lando. Come on, Lando, hurry up. A bit of a train forming behind. Takes that curve. how slow they through turn the last corner. Chase after the top two if I stop doing that. Lap. It is 12.998.
For the race, keep this up. We're leading our teammate by 7.8 seconds.
First and third sectors. We're on the podium. This is exactly where we want to be.
Strategy is available on the MFD. Copy that.
Lap 11. Just 12.857.
That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Tyres are starting to come in a little bit more. We're gaining on these two in front. Biggest car on the track at the moment. 6 seconds on the Lando Norris behind. Shifted down the first gear there. DRS. Why are they so slow coming out of the final corner? It's ridiculous the amount of time that I'm making up. Look at the run.
We're slowly gaining on the car in front. Try to keep this momentum.
outside of Lewis. There we go. It's a Dutchy 1-2 now. Come around and seat the other Dutch maestro. Ready for this sector. DRS, so that's no issue. Change for the lead here.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
Finally, they changed positions behind him like 4th and 5th. AI's ridiculous around here. Look at the fast corners, they are just ridiculous. Well, some of them, not all of them. I mean, look at the time we just gained on Verstappen there. Get it back with DRS.
You only have to stop once now. One stop left. Only one stop to go. One stop left in this strategy. Your pit window opens next lap. Gap to teammate behind is 22.1 seconds.
Okay, well, that's not part of the plan. No, not really. Pushing the stint a little bit longer, I think. Definitely was not part of the plan. Too much of a white line. It's alright, it can go long. Hamilton's stuck in traffic.
We want to pit this lap, so push now. Aiden is coming in for his stop. Gap behind is 8.3 seconds.
Push on for another lap, I think.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Yeah, no, we'll just ignore that, then we didn't speed into the pit lane. Right, we've got a bit of work to do, obviously.
Complete, go now. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Technically, the job was the requirement. What was the requirement? Objective for us trying to think of is to get onto the podium. We're on the podium, so
we have 5 laps of fuel remaining. The car in front is 6.1 seconds. The gap to the car behind is 8.2 seconds. Hamilton is ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead is 5.3 seconds. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 4 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:13.4. There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
just now I did the flashback, but
the car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap form.
9. Unfortunately.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining. This is your final lap of the race.
And that's been definitely cost us. Probably smashed him if we didn't have that spin, but anyway.
To the car in front is 2.5 seconds.
Well, unfortunately, the spin cost us there in the end, but the objective was to get a podium. We've got one home. Probably could have been the win, but hey-ho. It is what it is.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Don't know if that changes anything.
What a race for Casper Ackermann, proving the naysayers wrong with an emphatic performance. He'll be delighted by that podium finish.
Well, we all know he can do it. It's just been a while since he has. Great race from Ackermann and some much-needed points for Haas.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently. It's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be proud of the victory they secured here.
Yeah, it could have been that top step, but objective was the podium, and yeah, the spin out probably would have got the win, but hey-ho, it is what it is.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy. A podium finish today, Casper. Here in front of your home crowd. How does it feel?
Oh, this is a tricky one. I'm very pleased. I still want to continue to prove myself and remain competitive out there. Great to be able to give the Dutch fans something to cheer about. It means the world to have this performance in front of my family. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Forgot
even
about that
after
one.
a career as long as mine, I still want to continue to prove myself and remain competitive out there. A podium finish is an accomplishment for any driver, but it's all the sweeter when you can do it at home, so I'm very pleased.
And the fastest lap too today. Is that something you expected?
We did expect it, and we expect it from ourselves every single race, or probably this one. I can't say we expected it, but it's a welcome surprise. Every point counts.
It's realistically not something you think you're going to get too often, so no, I can't say we expected it. But it's certainly a welcome surprise. Every point counts, so come the end of the season, we might be more grateful for it than we realize.
How is everything at Haas? Are spirits high? Is the team happy?
Got no comment. Things aren't 100% right now, and we've struggled a bit recently, but the focus very much on turning things around. Yes, of course, we had a bumpy start, but thankfully we've got a lot of races left. I think it's the
Yes,
bottom
of
one.
course. We've had a bit of a bumpy start, but we're looking to rectify that, and thankfully we got a lot of races left, so we're looking forward to the season ahead. But the only thing you can ever really focus on is the next race. So that's what I'll be looking to do.
Thank you for your time.
Too easy. All right, Casper Ackerman put on a virtuoso performance at the Dutch Grand Prix with the podium finish in front of the home fans. Well, this would have been the same or not with the win. Who knows? Oh, here we go.
Hey man, great race today.
Thanks.
Yeah, Will Buxton.
Nice one, Casper.
Oh, here he
Can't
is.
argue with that performance. Shame your teammate couldn't bring himself to congratulate you.
Yeah, well, he's just a kid.
Kid is getting signed by Ferrari.
So they say.
Never gonna happen.
No?
You keep a secret?
Yeah.
Devon.
Been approached.
Really? Oh, congratulations.
Why am I not surprised?
Keep it under your hat, but talks are going well. So you're gonna have to get on with Jackson for a little while longer.
Yeah, well, we get on fine.
That's not what I heard.
No?
I was chatting with one of your mechanics. He had some very interesting things to say about Jackson. You know what his problem is, don't you?
Go on.
Thinks you're getting too old. Says you're not fast enough anymore.
Too old?
Hey, mate, his words, not mine. You want my advice? Prove him wrong. See, he should respect you like I do. Great race out there today, buddy. Yeah? Ciao.
Jesus Christ, he can be a bit of a pest, can't he? We got Casper silence critics. So Leclerc battles on. Meanwhile, Casper Ackerman reminded everyone what he's capable of. Oh, we've got a phone call. Zoe! Oh, it might be Lily first.
Hey.
Hey, Lily's dancing in the garage. It's hilarious. Can you come?
Just catching up on a few things.
Sure. Hey, I booked us a restaurant for tonight.
What about Lily?
Your mother's happy to take care of her.
Great, then I can't wait.
Reason to celebrate, right?
Yeah. Thanks, Zoe. See you later.
Bye.
Not love. The Leclerc battles on. Meanwhile, Casper Ackerman reminded everyone what he's capable of with a remarkable podium. Oh, jeez. His own Grand Prix at Zanvort this weekend. It's Aiden. Here we go.
Yeah?
Casper, I missed you just now.
What do you want?
I just wanted to say congratulations for today. That was some race.
I'm busy, Aiden.
Oh, sure.
Bye.
Okay. It's quite simple conversation there. Yeah, you probably all read that anyway, so spoke to him, convinced his performance at the Dutch Grand Prix. Ackerman was keen to emphasise two things around the Haas this season. To mark a new beginning for Haas. They certainly hope so, since they'll have a real opportunity this season. Get all the Twitter, social media stuff out of the way. Let's have a look at the emails. Probably not much, actually. Lois, I see you got asked about the team atmosphere. Asked again about the team atmosphere. You remain positive, but just be careful you're not too dismissive about the reality of the situation. Those answers can sometimes come across as insincere. You did a good job. And great words too, by the way. Thank you, Lois. Right. So we must be up to chapter... What are we up to? I don't even know. Let's go to the next chapter anyway. Chapter 10. With several laps remaining, Haas looks to be in a favourable position with both its drivers in the points. Casper Ackerman continues to push forward, but his teammate Aiden Jackson is continuing to gain ground on him. Mid-race. This will be fun. Not another collision again, please.
Casper Jackson is faster than you. We need you to let him pass. Do you copy, Casper? Let Jackson pass, please.
There we go.
I don't understand.
You can have the place back if you can't pull away.
Is he lapping quicker?
Yeah. He's behind you, Casper. Confirm you'll let him pass, please.
Look, he's not close enough.
Come on, Casper.
Oh, great. We've got to deal with this then.
Casper, don't do this.
He's not faster.
This is a team order. Do you copy, Casper?
He's not faster.
Don't let him pass. Oh god, that'll be fun. Oh shit. Oh.
The gap to the car ahead is 3.8 seconds.
This corner. Have to burn the battery here.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
I've still got overtake on. I thought I'd turn it off. Bloody wall.
Gap to car in front is 3.7 seconds.
DRS, so unless there's going to be another cutscene somewhere between now and the end of the race.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining. This is your final lap of the race.
Lewis Hamilton wins the Canadian Grand Prix. Yeah, going to manage to hang on to our position. Actually pull away from Aiden. Maybe spark a bit more tensions inside the Haas camp.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
I thought Jeff was going to give us a bad message after the race saying, what the hell are you doing?
You've got to ask
that might be Brian's job.
What's going on behind the scenes at Haas? This rivalry between the two drivers, it's not going away.
You wonder how many more points they're going to squander. I think Haas have got a real problem here that they need to deal with. I don't know how, but they've got to address it.
You think of what happened in Mexico last season. The two drivers took each other out of the race completely. How long before we see a repeat of that? As you so rightly say, Ant, something's clearly not right over there. So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot. A well-earned victory for Mercedes.
What was that?
Here we go.
Speeding. No, just talk to me once. Just let go. Back off! Why does you have to be like this? Oh, so I'm the problem! You won't let me pass. You won't even talk to me. You want respect, you give respect. That's how it works. How about you give me a little respect? How about you earn it first? How am I supposed to do that? I'm all ears. You give me space out there. What's your problem? Trying to win. Oh, and that makes you special? You're a nightmare, Casper. Well, you won't have to put up with me for much longer. What's that supposed to mean? I am sick and tired of all this. I'm done. You what? I'm retiring. Wait. What? Casper! Casper! Wait. What? Casper!
Oh, jeez. Shared around on, well, so-called YouTube. Head to the Austrian Grand Prix. Was it Fernanda? I'm already doing a breaking point mode. I'm not like changing midway through. That's not who I am, all right? If you want to go see someone doing an AlphaTauri breaking point mode, I'm sure there's plenty of other people that do AlphaTauri breaking point mode. But I'm doing the Haas. That's what I'm doing. I ain't changing. Right, let's focus. Chapter 11. Canadian Grand Prix appeared to be the nadir of Ackerman and Jackson's relationship. With footage of the altercation going viral, Haas are hoping that both drivers can start to move past over the course of the Austrian Grand Prix and prevent this season from ending in a similar fashion to their last one. I'm only planning on playing this breaking point once, so... Then it got shared around. Still, Jackson's still furious with Ackerman, although rumours abound that the rift in the Haas camp continues. Following Jackson and Ackerman's famous fight at the Canadian Grand Prix early in the season, the two drivers haven't spoken to each other for weeks, according to our source. Source, who is close to Aiden Jackson, told us Aiden's still furious with Casper. Unless Ackerman apologises for his behaviour, I honestly can't see this situation improving. Was it Devin Butler, I wonder? But is it really Ackerman who needs to apologise? He's a driver, apparently. Here is a driver apparently so upset with the situation he's leaving the sport because of it. Dutchman's been around long enough to have had his share of run-ins, so we can hardly accuse him of being overly sensitive. There must be something really wrong with Jackson if he's unwilling to recognise. Oh, God. Yeah, spare seat beckons, so the rumours were true and have now been officially been confirmed by Mattia Binotto, but who's going to fill the vacant Ferrari seat for 2022? Aiden Jackson struggles with confidence. There's going to be tension. There's going to be some tension, to say the least. So we move on to Austria. Next up, current forecast looks to be somewhat unsettled, although. Okay, interesting. Look at all the social media. Again, you can pause the video and or the live stream and go through it all yourself. This will be interesting with the email. Lois, the situation hasn't really gone away like we hoped it would, and the press are still talking the lack of an apology. We can't make you apologise, but I think it would go a long way if you did. It isn't just about you, of course. I've sent the same request to Aiden. The He's Not Faster clip has more or less gone away, along with hashtag He's Not Faster, so that's a good thing, but this story looks like it'll stick for a little while yet. Let's do our best to manage it as a team. No, Fernanda, I'm not doing a new breaking point. Like I said, I'm doing this right now. Yeah, you want to go see people doing AlphaTauri? Go by all means. Go somewhere else, please. Just wasting my time. Let's do our best to manage it as a team. Call me if you need me. Tom Stocker. Hey, Casper, I'm still in talks with your sponsors about the prospects of renewing contracts. They're still a little upset, re, how they found out about the retirement, and we don't have a great deal of leverage, but talks are ongoing. See, a lot of this comes down to your retirement plans and how visible you plan on being in the F1 world next season. Let's arrange a meeting whenever you're free. That motorsport agent. There's Lucas. Hope you're doing okay, Casper. I heard Steiner still isn't happy. Well, it's Gunter at the end of the day, so there's one thing that shuts everyone up, it's points. You can't control the team, you can't control the press, but you can control your driving. You've always done well at the Red Bull Ring. Take your chance on turn 3. You'll be great. Right, forecast seems to be indicating some cloud for the start of the race, but a high chance of it clearing later. Let's hope it stays that way. Report is attached. Okay, so I thought there was going to be some wet weather. There we go. That should make it a lot better. You're going to just piss me off, tell me what to do. I'm doing it my way, okay? So if you don't like it, then piss off, honestly. Yeah, there's plenty of other people that have done an AlphaTauri career, AlphaTauri breaking point. I'm doing the Haas. That's the team that I picked. If you want to see it, then go somewhere else, please. Let's move on, shall we? We'll get to chapter 11. I think that might do us. Yeah, a poor start to the race finds Casper Ackerman sitting at the back of the field. With several laps remaining, the deployment of the safety car gives Ackerman the opportunity to pull back some much-needed places.
Work to maintain tyre temperature, Casper?
It's the safety car for Aiden.
Aiden's had to come in. Now's a good time to catch up with the field.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Well, we're on the safety car. Yep, okay. So what do we got? Catch up to the field before the safety car goes in. Oh, jeez. Well, Aiden's out of the race. is real. A red dot next to Kimmy, so not sure what that goes there. Alright. Pull it up.
Nice work, Casper. Push for 10th. See if you can salvage some points.
Yeah.
I know. 10th position it is.
Let's catch up to the field a bit. We're dropping too far back. Remember that we need to stay within 10 car lengths of the next car.
Safety car's in.
Safety car is in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember there is no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
Again, if you're gonna piss me off, and that's what's gonna happen anyway. So we get timed out. Should be easily doable. We've got 9 laps to go, 8 laps. Is it something along those lines?
Green flag. Green flag. We're racing again.
Kimmy out, unfortunately. Sorry, Kimmy. Casper might be older than Kimmy, maybe. I'm not sure. Sonoda's next. We'll get a good run here. Maybe not. About time. Go slam at the rear of that AlphaTauri. There we go. Good run. Why I picked the outside line. Move just. On next on hard. What the hell? Oh, the same. Gonna try and get past Giovanazzi. Better drive. Look out for 2 for 1. Ah, get out of the way. Right, 15th place, 5 to go to get inside the top 10. There's a bloody big pack. Led by Sergio Perez by the look of it. Now DRS is enabled, should get past Gasly. Now we do. George Russell next. Doesn't even have DRS. We'll take advantage here. Now the pack's led by one of the McLarens. Not sure which Lando Norris or Daniel Ricciardo. One of those two. Sebastian Vettel next, and the 2 Ferraris inside the top 10. Understeer. normally constitute a warning, but obviously this doesn't take into account too much. DRS, so 7-3. This is going to be difficult. Oh, not quite. Like Seb's going for a move on Charles. Might have got it as well. Lucky bastard. Now he's got it. Wide. What's this issue when you're stuck in a bloody DRS train? Run! Not signs, not quite. Gonna do what Sebastian Vettel did to us. Charles Leclerc's gonna get him back as well. Oh, there's my old mate Devin Butler. How the hell's he in ninth? We can put an end to that anyway. What a run. Hello, Carlos. I'm still here. There is a car alongside you, you know. Hello. They're all three wide.
5 laps of fuel remaining.
Lake dive. Haha, caught you out, Devon.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Good run, Fernando. Oh, right on the grass. Beautifully done. Right, Lance Stroll. Thank you. Right. Go, Danny Rick. We can. That's probably about the best we can do. So we'll run very wide. Ignore that.
Okay, gap ahead is 1.6 seconds.
3 laps of fuel remaining.
DRS and Danny Rick. This might be the last position that we do in this race.
This is your final lap of the race.
Oh. Oh, shoot. Maybe you got the friggin' DRS, don't you? P6 nonetheless from pretty much dead last.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Oh, hello, Danny Rick.
Ackerman's done well to finish in the points there, in stark contrast to his Haas teammate Aiden Jackson, who didn't even finish.
Yeah, Jackson's looked off the pace all weekend. His performance just isn't where it should be. You can see the odd error creeping in on track too.
Well, if you believe the rumours, the Haas camp is not the happiest of places right now.
Yeah, and that can affect even the most
not.
experienced of drivers. I just hope Jackson gets his act together. He's a promising talent, and he's much better than this.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves.
Great work out there today. Let's have your thoughts.
Alright, here we go.
Today's race certainly had its ups and downs for you, Casper. Are you pleased with that performance?
Well, there were some missed opportunities out there that I could have capitalised on more than I did. Wasn't easy today, so I'm really happy to salvage some points. Yeah.
It wasn't easy today. I somehow kept finding myself in the wrong place at the wrong time, so really happy to salvage some points. The safety car gave me a good opportunity to turn things around. Pretty pleased overall, yeah.
Speaking of the safety car, Devin Butler has gone on record calling you lucky to get the result you did. Did luck come into it today?
God, gonna regret using that word around certain driver. Luck didn't drive my car out there today. I did. A little bit of luck never hurt anyone, did it? Well, not going to comment on what Devin has to say. Ooh, we'll say this is a jibe at Devin, but we'll see.
Never hurt anyone, did it? Yeah, the safety car was really helpful for me. I discussed a couple of things with the team, and I managed to take my chances afterwards. It played a big role in the result today.
Teammate Aiden Jackson was forced to retire today. Would you say he's going through a bit of a rough patch?
He's got to turn it around for the good of the team. You'll have to ask him about it. That obviously would spice things up a little bit more. I think the bottom one's these. Well, we'll go through these patches from time to time. He's a promising young driver with a lot of talent.
People have been giving him a bit of a hard time lately, but we all go through these patches from time to time. He's a promising young driver with a lot of talent. He'll come good.
Appreciate your time.
Right, the safety car proved integral for Ackerman as it helped him turn a poor start into a impressive top 10 finish. So there you go. A tale of two drivers. Strong finish from Ackerman while Jackson retires in Austria. The fight between Haas teammates following the Canadian Grand Prix still looms large. Differing response from the two drivers couldn't be starker. Oh, he's Brian.
Brian.
Cass, are you busy?
Well, actually...
Look, I need you to come to the office. Can you pop by now?
Why? What's going on?
Nothing. Nothing. I'll tell you all about it when you get here.
Can't you just tell me now?
Thanks so much, Casper. Really appreciate it.
Okay, interesting. Here there, the roundup at the Red Bull Ring. Ackerman safety car played a big role. Well, there it was from last time anyway, so... Anyway, have a quick look at the socials. Very quick look anyway, and then we'll get this over and done with. Have a look at the emails. Brian, great race out there today, Casper. To finish in the points after the start you had is no mean feat. Good to is pleased too. It's a tough out there, but you really turned it around. Top work, Casper. Can you head to the office as soon as you get this? I'll be there for the next half an hour or so. Lois, Aiden question. Great answer on that Aiden question today, Casper. It's a great opportunity to smooth things over. Also, we all know Aiden will come good, right? Hope so. Gunter. Hey, Casper, just a quick note about Aiden. The press haven't been kind to him recently, and he's not having a great time right now. I know he's not responsibility, but it'd be great if you could show him a little support. We're all in this together. Yeah, well, some people think, but we'll have a look at the quick look. Get all the rewards. If it wants to work for us. Nice pair of gloves. Certainly help things out, but I think, guys and girls, this is probably where I'm going to end the stream right now, because it's like 11 o'clock and I still haven't had dinner yet. What the hell am I doing? But I think we've got through most chapters. We probably might do the last few, maybe next Saturday, I suppose, before Formula Endurance. Won't necessarily guarantee we'll do all of them in one go, but we'll try and finish it off anyway from the next, before next week's Formula Endurance race for Racebeck at Brazil. But if you did enjoy, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Go follow me on my social channels. Links should be down in the description as they always are, so go check those out. You can go check out all my other videos or live streams. Go follow my Twitch as well if you haven't already. I do a few streams on Twitch, so hoping to obviously get into a few more different games eventually when I do get myself into it. But yeah, it'll be all that stuff. I think you probably all know about the live streams already. So yeah, I think, like I said, we'll leave it there. Thanks everyone for watching, and yeah, we'll catch you next stream, which will probably be tomorrow night. But for now, goodbye.